Welcome back to Unstoppable, the elite mind and body podcast for men. I'm your host, Taj Howell. Welcome back to the podcast. I cannot wait to share with you guys this information right now. It's going to be the absolute best information that you get ever on how to be ripped year round. You guys see me on social media at all times, 8 to 10% body fat. I'm never fatter ever. Never. You can scroll and scroll and scroll, and all you're going to see is a lean machine. I've been a lean machine for quite literally years. And I want to answer the question that so many of my clients, so many of the people that I talk to, so many of the people online are asking me. And the question is, how do you be ripped year round? How do you stay ripped year round? Okay. First and foremost, I want to help you guys identify and answer three questions, because these three questions, the answer to these three questions is going to make it either possible for you to be ripped year round, or not possible for you to be ripped year round. So we got to answer these motherfuckers. The first question is, how hard is it? Genuinely, how hard is it? Okay, I'm going to tell you guys this, and I'm just going to give you the straight up facts. I eat the first two meals the same every single day. I've done that for years. Okay, so if you're unwilling to eat the same foods to prioritize the way you look and feel, then it's going to be fucking hard for you. Okay. If you are willing to do that, and you're willing to suck it up, and you're willing to do whatever it takes to look like 99% of people don't look, then yeah, it's going to be easier. Okay. On the flip side, the training needs to be there. Okay. You cannot look jacked and strong and veiny and hard and like awesome if you don't work out. The reason why is because when you, like right now, like today I did arms, right? And you can literally see the vascularity. I did arms this morning. Like I haven't worked out recently at all. I'm not even pumped. And you can see my gains on the camera. If I didn't do arms today and I would have been lazy and slept in, you wouldn't be able to see the vascularity. You wouldn't be able to see the way that my arms look. They wouldn't look as good. You have to train. You have to stimulate your muscles. You have to fucking use it, or you're going to fucking lose it. That's the way it works. So the answer to the question, how hard is it, is, are you really willing to eat food, the same food all the time, most of the time? And are you willing to work out 5-6 days a week consistently and never stop ever? Like if that's the case, then yeah, it's going to be easier for you. But if you're not willing to do that, then it's never going to fucking happen. Never going to happen. You're never going to walk around looking like a superhero. Okay. I walk around literally every single day, all day long, looking like a superhero. My kids tell me all the time, like, Daddy, you're Superman. I'm like, I know I am, because I've been doing this shit for 10 years. That's why I look like Superman. All right. So question number one, how hard is it? Just answered it for you. Question number two, why do you want it? Right? Why do you want to be lean? Because here's the thing. It's not easy, right? Like, actually, let me rephrase that. Most people would not consider staying at low body fat to be easy, because you have to eat the same foods most of the time, right? To at least hit the right macros each day. And you have to work out consistently. So like really and truly, why do you want it? Is it because you want to look a certain type of way? Is it because you want to feel a certain type of way? Is it because you want to impress the opposite sex? You want to like look good for girls? Is it because you want to command respect when you walk into a room? People know that you take care of yourself, so that they know you're going to take care of their investment or their business or their property. If you're a real estate professional, whatever it is, what's the reasoning behind it? You have to have really strong reasoning for wanting to get ripped and stay ripped year round, or else you're not going to do it. The third question that you got to ask yourself is, are you willing to put in the work? Right? Because here's the thing, guys, if you're not willing to put in the work, even when you don't want to, if you're not willing to go to the gym, even when you're tired, if you're not willing to wake up early and do the morning cardio, and you're not willing to do the intermittent fasting that it takes to initially lose the fat anyways, like if you're not willing to do the work, then it's like, don't even be on this podcast, right? like this podcast is for men who want to work, men who want to get better, men who want to build themselves into men of stature, and men who want to become better than they were fucking yesterday and last year. If that's not you, you can exit stage left. Okay. But if it is you, I want you to stick around, because I'm going to show you exactly how I do it with every single client. Okay. Now, if you answer yes to these questions, if you know how hard it is and you're still willing to do it, if you want to do it for a specific reason that's powerful enough that's going to make you actually do it, and you have a strong reason why, and you know for a fact that you're going to be willing to do the work, even if it's hard, and even if you don't want to, and even if some shit happens in your life that throws you off, you're not just going to quit and back down. If you answered yes to those 3 questions, there's 2 primary mindsets installed in every person's life who is in great shape all the time. Whether it's an actor that you know, like Chris Hemsworth, Thor, The Rock, what's another great example? Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, whatever actor you see or athlete you see, whether it's LeBron James, whether it like whatever actors you love, whatever athletes you love, or if it's a fitness influencer such as myself or any of the other ones who are less awesome than me, right? Whoever you see all the time that is lean all the time, they have these 2 mindsets installed in their brain always. And I'm going to tell you what they are right now. And if you can install them into your own life, you will forever be able to stay lean, and it's going to be way motherfucking easier. Okay? These are the mindsets. Mindset number 1. You must identify with being a healthy and fit person at your peak physical condition at all times, no matter what. If you do not identify as a healthy and fit person at your peak physical condition at all times, no matter what, fitness is going to be optional. Like it's going to be like, I feel like doing it today. I kind of want to do it today, but I don't have time. Maybe I'll do it a little bit later on. It's like it's 8:00. I just got home from a long 12-hour day. I'm pretty tired, so I'm just going to go watch fucking Modern Family and eat popcorn instead of working out. If your identity isn't strong enough, you're not going to have the standards you need. Now, what do I mean by that? Okay, here's the thing, you guys. In life, as men, we don't get what we fucking want. Okay, news flash. We don't get what we want in life. What we get in life is what we identify with, because our identity creates a certain set of non-negotiable standards for our life that we tolerate and standards that we do not tolerate. So those standards are what governs the way you act. So if your identity is that you kill it every single day, you never make excuses, you're in exceptional physical condition at all times, and you're healthy and fit, and there is absolutely nothing that you accept in your life ever other than excellence in your health and fitness and in your physique, then you're not even going to consider eating a Twinkie in the middle of the week. You're not even going to consider going for wing night and drinking a couple beers with the boys on Wednesday and shit. Like, you're not going to consider this shit anymore. It's not even going to faze you. The donuts that are at the fire station that they bring every day when you're on shift aren't going to even tempt you anymore, because you are just beyond that. Your mindset is beyond that. Your identity, the way you see yourself, you're more powerful than that. Okay? That's the first thing. Your identity has to be strong. Every single person who's ripped all the time has a strong identity that overpowers all of the other weak shit that they want to do, whether it's junk food, sleeping in, being lazy, not doing what they're supposed to do. The second mindset that must be installed if you want to stay ripped year-round all the time is that you must be able to show up each day regardless of how you feel and do what the fuck you say you're going to do at all times, no matter what. Your word has to be law to yourself. Meaning, if you say you're going to wake up at 5 a.m., you wake up at 5 a.m. If you say you're going to work out once a day, 5 days a week, you work out once a day, 5 days a week. If you say you're going to eat the right foods, you fucking eat them. You don't just say it, and then because the food is kind of gross, go to McDonald's and order a Big Mac. You have to be able to do what you say you're going to do. You know what's funny? There's a WBFF pro fitness model that I go way back with. His name's Sean McIntyre. If you guys aren't following him, go follow him. Sean.t.McIntyre. He's the shit. I've known this guy for almost a decade. Sean is ripped year round, and he literally just said that is 100% true. Okay. Every single person that you see on TV, on social media, on the big screen that is ripped all the time, identifies with being ripped all the time. They don't accept anything less than being ripped all the time. And they do what they say they're going to do at all times, no matter what. Period. Those two things, if you can do those things, all you have to do, if you can install those mindsets, all you need to do is learn how to eat and how to train properly. That's it. And the rest is easy. And this is coming from a guy, you guys see my videos. I'm shirtless every single time that I film. I'm 8 to 10% body fat year round, around 10. And I'm telling you right now, from the bottom of my heart, that it is fucking easy to stay this ripped all the time. Because of this. Because of this. Because my mind is so much stronger than the temptation of the donuts and the Twinkies and the Snickers bars and the beers and all the bullshit that you guys are fucking consuming. Okay? So get that into your heads. Now, in order to, I'm going to give you guys a couple specific tangibles. Okay? A couple specific tangibles. And then from there, I want to tell you what part 2 is going to look like, because I'm going to give you more logistics in part 2. So stick around to the end. If you're here right now and you're watching this, make sure you stick around to the end and drop me some love. Drop me some hearts if you're loving this shit so far. Okay? Now, in order to identify as a healthy and fit person at your peak physical condition, okay, you need a vision of yourself that is you at your absolute highest, at your absolute max capacity, as your ultimate highest version of you. And you have to commit every single day to living as if you're that person now. You literally have to build him out. What does he look like? What does he do? What does he wear? What car does he drive? How much money does he make? You know, who's his spouse? Who's his partner? How does he treat his kids and his wife and his family or his girlfriends or whatever it is? What does he do? What does that person look like? What does his fitness look like? What does his body look like? What does he weigh? What kind of, like, everything. You have to have that vision for the best version of you. And then every single day, I recommend in a morning routine, visualizing living that life. Visualize it. Visualize it every single day. The more you can visualize it, the more consistently you can visualize being your highest self with a 6-pack, walking on the beach with a pretty girl on your arm, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, driving in your Ferrari, whatever it is, the more you can visualize you at your absolute best is the more you're going to start shifting your brain to believing that you are that person now. And the more you can shift your brain to believing that you're that person now, the easier it's going to be to say no to the Twinkies and the beers and the wings and the fucking bullshit that you're doing. and the weed smoking and the fucking sleeping in and the bullshit. Okay? So that's number 1. We got to get that identity right. Number 2, the second thing that we have to do is you actually have to practice doing what you say, right? So let me give you an example. The best one ever is just your wake up time. Okay. If you know that you should be waking up at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. so that you can do stuff before your kids wake up, or do stuff before your girl wakes up, or do stuff before your boss needs you to fucking haul some lumber, right? Like you got to get up early. Okay. You got to get up early. So if you know that you have to get up early, you have to practice doing what you say. So the first thing I want you to do is say, okay, what can I do tomorrow that would make my life better, that if I could do, I would do, and it would help me? Ask yourself that question. Is it a wake up time? Is it not drinking beer tomorrow? Is it eating the right foods tomorrow? Is it working out tomorrow? Is it going for a walk tomorrow? Is it just fucking saying something nice to somebody tomorrow? Whatever it is, figure out what it is. And then what you're going to do is you're going to set an alarm and you're going to do it. It sounds simple, doesn't it? But that's what it's about. It's about actually committing to do something and then following through and fucking doing it. So commit to doing that and do it. That's the first thing. The second thing, the second way to practice doing stuff is, number 2, to do hard things by choice. Okay. So I have been boxing 3 days a week for the last 2 months. The reason I'm doing it is because it's fucking hard. Right? I'm starting to love it now, but at the beginning, I absolutely hated it. I hated it. I felt like I was going to vomit. I felt slow. I felt sluggish. I felt uncoordinated, but now I'm literally fucking like I'm literally like getting faster. I can move. I can actually box now, which is dope. So the reason I do that, and the reason I don't surf in the morning anymore and like meditate on the beach, even though that kind of stuff is important, I'm at a point in my life right now where the most important things that I can do in a day are hard fucking things. The harder it is, the more I want to do it. Because I know that difficulty, choosing to do something hard, is going to make me more resilient. It's going to make me stronger. It's going to help me step more into my alpha energy. It's going to help me dominate my business, dominate my work, give my clients the energy that they need to be successful. It's going to help me become the absolute best version of me. And in return, I can then help people. I can then go out and give the world this content with this level of energy that just rings in your brain and helps take you to the next level. I would not have this level of energy if I did not wake up this morning and do an arduous arm workout and then box for an hour straight until I almost fucking passed out. Right? I want you guys to understand that. The work builds you into the man that you know you should be and that you could be. So you have to choose to do hard things by choice. And then the last thing that you can do to practice actually doing what you say is to never listen to the internal bitch. Okay. And you guys know what I mean. Like, you guys know exactly what I mean. I'm looking at you. Whoever you are on that side of the screen right there, whoever you are right here on this side of the screen, right here, you know what I'm talking about. You know what he says to you. He tells you to sleep in. He tells you to eat that fucking Twinkie. He tells you to not work out because you're too sore. He tells you you don't need to do that 10 minutes of cardio, even though you're not supposed to do it. He tells you you're not, like, he tells you all those little things. He whispers sweet nothings in your ear to try to make you average. You know what that's called? That's called the inner bitch. Okay? And you can't listen to him. If you listen to him, and I made a post about this yesterday, and it was a pretty aggressive post. And if you guys are following me, you know that I'm a little bit of an aggressive dude, but I do it in a way that it's caring. Like, I love y'all, right? But if you listen to the little bitch, life's going to fuck you like a bitch. Like, it's like, that's the way it works. So if you want that, then cool. Keep listening to it. Keep smoking your weed. Keep drinking your alcohol midweek. Keep eating your shitty Twinkies. I'm going to be here grinding and doing everything that you are not doing, and I'm going to win. If you want that level of mentality, if you want to win at the things that you do, if you want to win at business, you want to win at life, you want to win in your relationships, you want to become the best version of yourself, then there's two things I want you to do. Number one, I want you to stick around for Tuesday, 3 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be going over part 2 of How to Be Ripped Year Round, where I actually give you the logistics of the fitness portion of this and how you can actually do it. But if you want to expedite that process and you genuinely want the knowledge that I have in my head, I've coached so far 500 clients, okay? Over 500 clients to date. I've had 424 men graduate out of my program, and I currently have 85 clients right now working towards goals. I've worked with over 500 men to date. If you want someone who has a proven track record to give you a specific step-by-step strategy to identify with being a healthy and fit person, to do what you say you're going to do, to show up every single day, wake up earlier, put in the work, and love it so that you can develop into the best version of yourself so you can further bless your family, further bless your kids, further bless the world, then I want you to head to the link in my bio right now. Literally right now. Click my name right now. Go to the link in my bio. Fill out a short application. It'll take you 30 seconds. And my team will reach out to you within the next 2 hours. Literally, we're working right now. We're crushing it. We will reach out to you within the next 2 hours and get you booked in for a one-on-one consultation with me where I will literally dissect every single thing going on in your life and help you level up in every single fucking way. Okay? If that's what you want and you want that heat, you want to take it to the next level, head to the link in my bio, fill out the short application. We'll reach out to you guys within the next 2 hours. If you're listening to this on the podcast, the best thing that you can do is go to Taj_Howell on Instagram. Go to the link in my bio, fill out the short application that's inside there. It'll take you 30 seconds, and we will reach out to you within 12 hours if you're on the podcast, because this is going to be up, I think, later tonight or tomorrow. Now, I love you guys so much. Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be going over part 2 on How to Be Ripped Year Round. If you want more gas, if you want more heat, if you want more fire in your head tops, if you want to take this shit to the next level, make sure you stay tuned for that. And make sure you guys head to that link. I want to see all of you there. All right? Rock and roll. Love you all so much. We'll see you on Thursday. Peace out.